お前の名前は何だったかな。
しずえ。
しずえ。うん。今日よりしずと名乗るがいい。
Wow, not an ounce of respect on her name. Morning, good afternoon, you guys. Welcome to Article Chris is Talking. This is going to be a review for That Time Was Reincarnated as a Slime episode 7 titled Conqueror of Flames, and this was a fire episode, no pun intended, slight pun intended. I'm a weeb, allow me. And the reason why I like this episode because we got a nice balance of action, characterization, plot progression, as well as a bit more world building within this series, and this is something that I feel like this series is amazing at. Now before I go into this review, if you are new to my channel and you do like, well, I almost stumbled there, and you do like the Reincarnated as a Slime anime reviews, or you just like the anime, or you like discussions about it or whatever, I feel like this could be a good channel for you, as I do regular anime reviews on this, as well as 7 Deadly Sins, which actually gets several throughout the week. So if you are interested in any of those, check out the playlist and all that kind of stuff, and feel free to subscribe and hit thumbs up if you do like the video. If you don't, then feel free to leave your rage by disliking, or even just leaving in the comment box, because engagement is engagement, and right now I just need it. Alright, so this episode pretty much was about Shizue. If I'm going to put respect on her name, Shizue or Shisue, I don't know. Is there anybody out there who knows how to say it properly? I don't know. I'm not. Doesn't matter. Basically, it's about Shizue, alright, and pretty much a backstory of like why she's so scared, why she seems so feeble, and that she may not be as bad as the story was trying to let us believe she may have been in the previous episode. Clearly she's a good guy because of the opening and everything, but you can't always judge what's in the opening and in the ending, because you never know. Why is my laptop being so loud? So now we find out that she was actually conquered by a flame spirit, which is kind of crazy because I thought it was like a flame god, but hey, flame spirit, flame god, same shit, different toilet paper. Saying, I don't know. She was summoned 50 years ago. We did get a slight glimpse about that in the same episode prior, before they mentioned it, like they confirmed it, where she was talking to the other blonde chick who I honestly don't remember her name, and she was basically telling her about how she's been around for decades, which she looks like she's in her early 20s or late teens. So I'm guessing if you're summoned, then it's different in this world, or maybe just the laws of the land just don't matter at all. Now obviously we do know that she should have been there for a while because of the time span that was given between the war that she had in her country in Japan, plus when Rimuru Tempest entered into the story as well. Would have been around 50 years at least, but I'm pretty shit with history, so please, if any of you guys know the kind of time span that should have happened in, do let me know in the comment box. But I like that was basically acknowledged and confirmed that she's been there for a while, but still leaving the mystery as to how she's so old and why, because even the other adventurers were quite shocked when she mentioned about the decades. So clearly humans, I shouldn't say humanoids, but humans, they should be kind of living as normal, and it's only the monsters and creatures there that have crazy long lifespans. Or I could be chatting a lot of shit, and someone who's read the manga is going to let me know. But anyway, we also get a clear understanding of what her goal is, and it's pretty interesting because it's not that far-fetched as to what her goal could be. So she's been there for like decades, and from the backstory you could tell that when she's controlled by Ifrit, the fire demon spirit, she has no control. She doesn't know what's going on, and you can tell, you see that she was even tearing up when she was fighting Rimuru later on. Well, not fighting Rimuru, when she first transformed, she was tearing up, and you can see that it was affecting her mentally and emotionally as well, which is really unfortunate. So God knows how many times this has happened to her, how many people that she's taken out in her life. She's still getting PTSD and nightmares about the times that she's done that to other people, and because of that, she's basically becoming like the Hulk. You know the Hulk from the 90s, if there's anybody who's old enough, you know at the end, like after the whole episode of what would happen in the Hulk, he'd end up just walking on the street with his thumb out, just keep getting the truck, you know, so that he doesn't hurt his friends and all that kind of shit. And I got that kind of feeling from this episode, and it was really sad because you can tell that she's had enough. Like, she's so scared of opening herself up to people because she doesn't know what the fire spirit could do. And well, like the fire spirit's supposed to be something crazy, and she's also a legend there. I wrote a couple notes over here. So one of the other adventurers actually mentioned that she was Shizue, the Conqueror of Flame, summoned 50 years ago. What? So she has, she's known around bits. She's known around ends, you know what I'm saying? She's known around the town. So for Rimuru to be able to take her out so easily is quite like, whoa, should be a shocker, but only a few episodes ago. Episode 1, when he died, like when his human form died, I totally forgot his actual name in his human form because it didn't last that long anyway. But when Rimuru's human form died, we got to see that he got the fire, we got to see that he got thermal protection, so this should have been expected. So I'm going to presume that later on he's also going to fight somebody who has, like, who controls ice, and maybe he won't be able to take out Rimuru either because he also has ice protection, and also he'll probably end up getting into a few fights, but then he's also got pain notification and regeneration, all that kind of stuff. So everything that happened in episode 1, I feel like will eventually be one of the enemies or whatever later on in the series, or I could be totally wrong, but hey, this is the whole fun of being anime only. Sorry guys, whilst editing this video, I noticed that I forgot to mention that Rimuru used a unique skill Predator to take down Ifrit, which is very important because he also used that to help Vidora, the Tempest dragon, as well as the fact that magic attacks are effective against spirits. So hopefully this is something that I should kind of remember for next week's review. And I just want to say, if you're a manga reader, thank you for kind of like giving me the small hints, and thank you for like kind of labeling if it's spoilers, because y'all are really good, like just amazing. In the end, Rimuru wins because he's a boss. Awesome action. The music was actually pretty cool as well. I felt like they had like a slight bit of dubstep, reminded me of Parasite the Maxim. Not too much, but just a little bit. It was also good to see Rangard and Rimuru working together as well. I wish we could have seen a bit more of the goblins having a bit of action into this. I don't mean a bit of action like that. I just mean getting into like getting into the fight scenes and shit like that. But hey, maybe a bit later on. Maybe they're just meant to be a bit more chill. But at the end, Rimuru ended up taking in Ifrit, and literally Ifrit was literally just talking to, well, not even talking. He tried to break out of Rimuru, and Veldora just trolled him right to the very end of the episode, and I love that. Rimuru Tempest must be one of the greatest trolls in this series, and I'm happy that we got to see him again. Overall, great episode. I really enjoyed it. I liked that we got a bit of Shizue's base backstory, and also what her goal is possibly to take out the guy that summoned her, which is clear because she's not happy about that shit. I'm also glad that like we got introduced to other characters, other animals who got given names and things like that, and I'm excited to see where this series goes. I'm trying my hardest not to see the opening song at the end or whatever, because it's like I feel like I'll just want to naturally analyze it. But if you guys know that there's like a scene afterwards that I missed, please do let me please do let me know in the comment box down below. And apart from that, hope you guys enjoy it. I need to get to work, so I'm gonna shower and get out of here. But if you did enjoy this video, thumbs up, like, share, subscribe, all that good shit, and I will see you guys soon. I realized I said thumbs up then like, which is exactly the same fucking thing, but it doesn't matter. Have a great day, guys. Also, Chris is talking. Peace.